Hey folks, Dave back here in Studio B. Just making sure everything's okay. Never made it to the rink tonight. They looked like they weren't going to have enough guys, so I sent them a message, said, "You guys got enough guys?" I never heard back from them, so I didn't go. And then come to find out they played. So I've just been sitting here. I've been playing some hockey bones tonight. As I'm testing out a couple of projects for that. But aside from that, just watched Al Red Sox fan play his game tonight. And I watched ID Jester had a nice chat with Higher Ground Gaming. That was really fun. I was watching that while I was playing my hockey bones tonight. So I told you I might be back on, and yeah, I'm real excited to get my 79 Strat cards. I don't know why. I have Strat. I have 79 in a couple other games that I really like. But anyway, I've been enjoying the Strat. I need to bump it up to advanced at some point, but for right now, it's going to be the basic mode here. So let me see if I can get down to the field. Well, let me do this and get down to the field, and hopefully that'll bring us to the field here, as we're in Dodger Stadium here. So it's it's a newer picture here, but that's the best I can do. I try to find some time appropriate things, but sometimes it doesn't always work out. So, and David sees here as we gonna be playing some ball here tonight. Hopefully that looks okay. I kind of left it the same, but you never know. Anytime you shut things down and turn it back on, you never know. But okay, so we got it's Houston taking on Los Angeles, and these two teams I think they're second and third place in their division. I really don't think either one of them have a very good shot at catching anybody. But let me double check here. So, the Reds are kind of walking away with this. Isn't this cool? I can get the standings right here. I love that. So Astros are 10.5 back, and Dodgers are 12 back. So a win here could inch them close to the Reds, who are all but clinched here. We haven't had a good race here so far. Look at the Braves, 34.5 back. I did a Braves game here, by the way, earlier in the season. I don't know if I'll have them back on the channel. They're kind of terrible. Alrighty, so as you see, I got my new cards here laid out. Actually, they're new old. They're really old. Some of them actually had some writing, so I don't know if they crossed out the name of the teams and then wrote it in pencil, but I try to erase. They try to erase, and I try to erase a little bit more tonight, but I don't want to damage the cards too much. I only had one really bad player, and I don't even want to show it to you. It's that bad. But aside from that, all the cards are original 79s, and they're good. As ID stops by here. Yes, we had a great night of gaming. We did. We had a lot of good things on tonight, including ID's chat with Higher Ground Gaming. It's good to see you guys, and good to see Eric. I haven't really talked to him in quite some time, but I'm glad that he was on your channel tonight. I was watching that, and I had the chat on while I was playing my games tonight. So it was very enjoyable, and I love that. I have my iPad set up next to where I play, and I watch everybody else play or have a chat, and as I play my own game sometimes. So Al just finished up his game. It was a fun little game. He's playing all-time teams. I think he was playing PC Replay Baseball. That was fun. So we got more 79s. I'm going to show off my 79 cards here. They just come in the mail the other day, and so I have a chance to play them here in my 79 season. Again, I'm using Digital Diamond to kind of keep track of everything, and I need to break out the Back to Basics again and play a game here with Back to Basics and see how that goes. That's not a bad game. Back to Basics is not really a bad game. So let's just kick things off here. Yes, it was fun, ID. Yeah, ID had a great chat tonight, and I watched like I said, I think I got most of it. I turned it on, and you guys had just started, and I watched it while I had dinner, and then I come downstairs and watched it on the iPad. All right, so let's kick things off. So we have Rafael Landstoy going up against Bert Hooten. Let's see if we can have the rootin', tootin', hootin'. Here we go. And we got a 2 and a 7. So it's coming off of this guy's card, and that's going to be a line out to third base. So, what happened here? Something is wrong with my game. Menu. It was just working. I can't swing or anything. What's going on? What's going on? Undo last play. Okay, let's play some ball. That was really weird. All right, so we're going to undo the last play. So we said a 2-7 was a line out to third base. Okay, little glitch there. And it's a a line out to third base. So I think it's L5. Let me pull up my little cheat sheet here. I did need that the last game. This game is great on inputting stats, but every now and then I get tripped up on something. And so we'll have this handy-dandy off to the side. So now we got Reynolds Wrap coming up. I call him Reynolds Wrap. Craig Reynolds. He's the shortstop for Houston. And let's see what he can do against Bert Hooton as the two teams are chasing. As again, see up here, they are chasing the Reds, and they're not doing very good. As Fenner stops by. And here it is. We got a 6 and a 7 now. And he struck him out. Bert Hooton is having a hoot as he struck him out and is now 2 away. Oh, you played some red, white, and blue racing? Yeah, I enjoyed that. I haven't played that in a long time, but the races I had were very enjoyable. Terry Poole coming up. He's going to be, let's see here tonight. He's in center field tonight. Terry Poole. Is he going to jump in the deep end or the shallow end of the pool? And a 3-9. Ground ball to second base, and that'll end that. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for Hooton. And we're going to go to the bottom of the first. J.R. Richard is on the mound tonight for the Astros, and he'll take the hill. And we have Davey Lopes coming up. Davey Lopes will be at second base tonight. And we get a 6 and an 8. So off the J.R. Richards card, 6 and an 8. He struck him out. And there's one down. Davey Lopes goes down swinging. So we got some good pitchers on the mound tonight. That's some good crispy duck. Bill Russell, who took some time off from playing basketball to come out here. And we have a 1-6. And that's going to be a single 1-9. No. 1-8 rather. No, the line out to third base. Ooh, tough one there. That's a tough roll. So it's going to be an L5 down to Howe. And Howe makes the catch. Stephen Garvey will come up. Yeah, it's not like my Milwaukee game earlier with the first. Yeah. Who was that? Was it Malter? Hit the home run. Yeah, Dodgers crushed the Orioles in that one. That tightens up the race, though. That could be kind of fun. Stephen Garvey. 2 and a 9. And that will be a fly ball into center field. Poole has it and will make the catch. So, not much happening after one in this one. It is absolutely nothing to absolutely nothing. So, Hooton comes back up on the mound, and we're going to have Jose Cruz for the Astros. And Jose Cruz, is he going on a cruise? 3-8. Fly ball to right field. Ferguson swoops underneath that one, and another one is down. Enos Cabell comes up. He is playing first base tonight. Enos is. And a 5-7 off the Hooton card. That'll be a single. He likes to mingle, so he's going to have himself a single. Alrighty. Why 79? 80's my season. 80's my season in everything. It's my season in hockey. It's my season in Olympic hockey. It's my season in baseball. It's the season I won the town championship in baseball. I did. So many good records come out in 80. It was junior high year for me, and everything was going great, except for my mom's second divorce. But aside from that, in 1980, it was going pretty well. So I just thought I'd just go 79. I don't know why. I just started, and I like the Pirates. I probably the biggest thing, honestly, is it wasn't the Yankees or the Dodgers. It was the Pirates. It just seemed like everything in the 70s and 80s was Yankees, Dodgers, Yankees, Dodgers. So it was somebody different. So that's probably why. And the roundabout answer is that. So we have Jeff Leonard stepping up now. He was the right fielder, or is the right fielder today, against Hooton. And I got a 3 and a 3. And a 3 and a 3 is a fly ball into, that's left field. And it's Dusty Baker. Dusty Baker swoops in and will make the catch. Art Howe. Can he make the play? For old seasons, how do I pick the year? Baseball, I have a real small window. It's like 74 to 86. I was going to say Celtics. The Red Sox in 86. So 74 to 86. I stopped following baseball around 82, 83. Maybe 85. That's when I graduated high school. So then I was off running around. I wasn't really following baseball anymore. Of course, you watched the Red Sox in 86. And after that, I didn't follow sports all that much except for hockey at that point. And then the Patriots when they went to the Super Bowl. So for me, it's 70s to mid 80s for baseball. For hockey, it's a wider window for hockey, obviously. In football, it's about the same. Although with Tom Brady and the Patriots, the football window's a lot bigger now, especially more recent stuff. And basketball's typically 79 to 86 for basketball. That's just me. I just play what I'm comfortable with. Or if a team wins a championship, 2008 basketball for Celtics, I might play. All right, so we got 2 outs now. It's going to be Art Howe, and we have a 5 and a 5, and it's a fly ball into right field, and that'll do that. Boy, I tell you, a lot of nothing going on here. These 2 pitchers are not giving up a dang thing. So Richard comes back out on the mound, and we got Ron Say. Oh, say, can you see? Let's see what he does here as D. Scott stops by. Did we ever do a show on seasons? We must have done a show on seasons on the podcast talking about why we play seasons. And I think we actually asked everybody to. I know we did modern season, but I'm like, wondering what people really want to play. All right, so Ron Say. I got a 2 and a 7 off the Say card. That's a walk. So he'll get the Pantera. And he'll get on to first base. Now, he's not a very good stealer. And we have Dusty Baker, who I don't think you want Dusty Baker bunting. I don't think. Bunting is C. I don't think a C is a good bunter. So we're not going to bunt. We're going to let him swing away. Here we go. And we got a 3 and a 9 for Dusty Baker. Oh, he struck him out. He struck him out. And I should have been bunting. All righty. So now we're going to go to Joe Ferguson. Joe Ferguson comes up. His first at bat of the day, and he is the right fielder. Facing J.R. Richard. 4 and an 8 and a 4 and an 8. He struck him out again. So that's going to be third strikeout of the game as J.R. is spot on in this one. And we're going to go. Is that the end of the inning? Or is that just 2 outs? Oh, wait. Wait, what just happened here? I thought that was it. I thought that was 3 outs. Wait, Say led off. Say, Baker, and Ferguson, yeah. Oh, Say's on base with a walk. Never mind. Say walked. Never mind. I thought that ended the inning, but I forgot that Say walked. We've been doing 1, 2, 3 innings. I thought it was 1, 2, 3 innings. I messed up. All right, Yeager. It's going to be a Yeager bomb. 6-11. Ground ball back to the pitcher. So it goes right back to the box. And let's see what we have here. If we go to the pitcher. And, that's going to get by him. It's going to be a single. So a single for Yeager. So I thought the inning was over. And instead, they got 2 on and 2 out. And coming up is Darrell Thomas. He's the center fielder. Batting lefty. Oh, boy, J.R. Richard. In a little bit of a bind here. He was mowing him down. And no, he's not. A 1-9. That's going to be a single. And the bases will be loaded. So, but of course it's going to be the pitcher, Bert Hooton, coming up. So, this is going to be interesting. Bert Hooton. What can he do? A 5 and a 4. Ground ball to third base, X. Ooh, we got a check here, so it's going to be Howe down at third base. He's a 2. So we have a 2 and a 5. Ground ball to third, 2 and a 5, and he is out. So they get the ground ball, and that ends the inning. So they leave the bases loaded. And we're going to go now to the top of the third. It's going to be Ashby leading things off. And he's facing Hooton here. Hooton has 1 hit and 1 strikeout. I like how they do that at the bottom there. I love this interface. I really, really do. I like this interface. So let's see now. What's Ashby going to do? We have a 1 and a 6 for Ashby. Pops that out to first base. So a little P3. And he will be done. And then we have the pitcher now, J.R. Richard, coming up. And we have a 3-3, and he's going to hit this down to third base. Picking this one up is Ron Say, and there's 2 outs. Let me keep track of my outs now. Yep, 2 outs now. I screwed that up last inning. Top of the order is going to be Rafael Landstoy. And if you want to see, I found out that you can see what they did, but you got to do something like this. And I don't want to do this every time. I want to see. Here's the scorecard. So Lance lined out, so you can find out what happened there. Line out to the third baseman. I emailed Mark and I said I want to click on the guy, and when it says 0 for 1, I want you to put the stuff here. Oh wait, is it here? Scorecard line out? Maybe it is there. Doesn't say where though, but maybe it is there. Okay. Maybe I was wrong. This has more features than I can even know. So maybe it is there and I just didn't see it. Landstoy is going to come up now with 2 outs. 4-7. Ground ball, second base, X. So this guy, the Davey Lopes, he's a 3 and a 319 at second base. We're going to roll it again. It says roll again. Oh boy, we're going to roll it again. 316. Out with no runners on base. So there's no runners on base, so he'll make the out. So G4, and that will retire the side. So let's go to the bottom of the third. All goose eggs as Hooten and Richards are having a duel. All right, so Davey Lopes comes up. So if I click on him, oh, a strikeout. Maybe it does have the stuff on the scorecard. Oh, son of a gun. I never saw it. Every time I ask Mark to do something, he says it's already in there. He says, it's in the game. That's what he says. It's in the game. Gary stopping by. Hey, Gary, thanks for coming by as I play with my new 79 cards. They're not new, but they're new to me. And they're the old style here. Kind of interesting. All right, Davey Lopes. He struck out in a 6 and a 6, so off of J.R. Richards. Single 1-2. Otherwise, it's a line out to third base. It's a second line out to third base. So L5. Was it the last game, Gorman Thomas? I kept rolling 2 5s. That's a home run. I think I rolled 3 2 5s for Gorman Thomas. That's hilarious. He had a grand slam. That was awesome. All right, is Russell. A 4-3 for Russell. Ground ball to shortstop X. So Reynolds over there with a 3. I have to roll again, ain't I? 319. Oh, no, it's a 2-base error. So, but I think, though, and I could be very wrong. Well, maybe he does. Maybe it is a 2-base error. So does that mean the batter gets 2 bases on an error? Well, let me put in a 2-base error, see what it does. So we have, I think it's just, E. So it's, we said it was Reynolds, right? So it's going to be E6. Runners advance 1 base. Okay, so I think it's just the runners. So there's no runners, so I think it's just going to be an E6. So I don't think the batter would go to second. I don't think. Have I ever tried data-driven football? No. I've had some people talk about it, but I don't think I've ever played it myself. So Russell is on with the error to Reynolds with 1 away, and we got Garvey coming up. So he threw the ball in the stands for 2 base hits. So I don't think the batter would go to second, would he? Is that what that means when it's a 2-base error? So let me back that up. Let me undo. So it's a 2-base error. So you think he should go to second? So on the 2-base error, well, let me see. All right, so let me put this in. So it's going to be so E6R02. Okay. So if that's a two-base error, then I'll put him on second base. I'm not sure if that was just for the runners or if that was for the batter. Oh, now you want to say batter just one base? Well, again, if he's running down, he throws it away, and it goes into the dugout, technically he could go to second. So we're going to play it like this, and maybe we'll get some clarification at some point. So we're going to put him in scoring position, and if we're wrong, we're wrong. That's fine. Again, we're here to have some fun, and if somebody finds out that was wrong and that's just runners only, then the next time we'll play it that way. Steve Garvey, 2 and a 3 for the Garvey. Ground ball, shortstop, A. So, if no runners are for us, runners hold. So, it's going to be a G. So, we're going to go G6. G6, R2, hold. Oh. How about this? G6, 3, R2, hold. Russell, okay, there it is. So Russell holds at second. As JT 2.0 stops by. He is better than JT 1.0, let me tell you. Ron Say will come up here with the man in scoring position. And 2 away. A 5-5. 5-5 is it's a home run on a 1, and he's got a 2. And otherwise, it's a fly ball in the right. Oh, he hits this one deep, but it's going to be caught at the warning track by Jeff Leonard. And Ron Say came that close to a 2-run homer. So we're going to go to the top of the 4th. It's still absolutely nothing to absolutely nothing. Hooten on the mound here as world's worst gamer stops by. And we got Reynolds up. And we have a 2 and a 6. So Reynolds a 2 and a 6. Ground ball down the short. Russell will come up with this. And Reynolds goes down. So Hooten and J.R. Richards are having a battle here. Unlike the earlier game when it was Caldwell and McGregor for Baltimore and Milwaukee were getting hammered. One of them was. McGregor was. So we have a 3 and a 5. Fly ball to center field. Thomas there. And that is going to be 2 away. Hooten doing a terrific job. He's 1 hit in the Stros here in the 4th. Jose Cruz. And a 5 and an 8. And a 5 and an 8 is a ground ball to shortstop with an X. So we got to check Russell at short. He's a 3. And we got a 3-10 at short. And he is going to be out. So ground ball down the short, and that will end everything here. Right? That's 3 outs this time? Yes, it is. 3 up and 3 down. So J.R. Richards comes back out as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Dusty Baker will lead things off. The 1.0, JT 1.0 is buried under a pile of insecurity and self-loathing. Well, good. We like the JT 2.0 so much better. Yes, new and improved is usually good. Usually good. New and improved is usually good. Except when it comes to Coke. You don't want new Coke. You want regular Coke. I don't drink it anymore, but back in the day, new Coke was, yeah. Dusty Baker, 2-11. Ground ball right back to the mound. And he is done. That was always the thing that bugged me when I played ball. When I hit it back to the mound, you can't get it past the pitcher. You look like a dummy. Ferguson. What has he done? Let me check this. So Ferguson, 0 for 1 scorecard in the 2nd he struck out. Okay. Dusty Baker. Oh, it does say it. Okay. Here I am bugging Mark. And he does. In the 2nd, he struck out. In the 4th, he grounded out. Okay. It does say it. If he's going to get back to me and think I'm a real dummy. I just don't know the game. There's so many features in this game. I just don't know where they are. It's so awesome. All right, so Ferguson now, a 2 and a 3. Fly ball to Poole in center. Back and forth we go. We got absolutely nothing happening here. So now we got Yeager coming up. Can he break the speed record? Let's see. 2 away. 4, 5. Fly ball into left field this time, and this is going to be Cruz cruising on over to make the catch. So that does that. And JT 2.0 says, pretty sure Jose Cruz is why I decided as a 7-year-old that I should learn a switch hit. The high leg kick was the dead giveaway. Yep. I wish I did more with baseball. I was a decent baseball player. I should have done more with it. Alrighty, so we got what now here? Enos Cabell. I always call him Cable, but it was Cabell. I think it was Ed Meek that set me straight on that. All right, Cabell against Houghton. Houghton throwing a one-hitter right now. I have a 6 and an 8 off of Houghton's card, and that's a pop up to first base. So didn't even get it out of the infield practically. Garvey underneath it will make the catch, and Cable is done. Jeff Leonard coming up against Houghton. A 3 and a 4. Ground ball to shortstop. Russell has it. And this game is moving right along, folks. Art Howe. How is he going to do? 2 and a 5. And he gets a walk. We got a guy on base anyway. So Howe goes down to first. His stealing is a D, so he ain't going anywhere. World's Worst Gamer. I don't know how any of you like cutting cards. This is hell. Hurting all over from it. Sometimes it's fun. Sometimes I put something on and I cut the cards and I enjoy it. And other times cutting cards really is a pain in the neck. But if you order PDFs, that's the trade-off. Is you get a PDF, you save all kinds of money, but you do got to do it yourself. But you can pick and choose what you want. Sometimes I just print out a couple of teams. Most of the time, me and my OCD has to print out everybody. That's me. Ashby coming up with 2 away. Ashby, a 1 and a 6, and he pops this up to first base. And that is that. Garvey with another pop-up. So, let's go to the bottom of the 5th, shall we? It is just getting ugly. There's a lot of nothing going on right now. And we're going to have Thomas. And again, check this out. Thomas, 1 for 1 with a single. Okay, in the second. It does show it. Now I got to apologize to Mark. Mark, if you're watching this, I apologize. I did not see it there. You got so many great things in this helper that I just I just don't know where they are. And as soon as I find them, it's awesome. But I'm always asking you for features, and they're there. And thank you so much, World's Worst Gamer. Thanks you so much for supporting the channel. So we have Thomas coming up, Darrell Thomas. We have a 4, 6, and that's going to be a strikeout. Strikeout man. So J.R. Richards picks up his 4th strikeout of the day. He was striking out people earlier, So now we got Houghton coming up. He's going to be hitting for himself. He's 0 for 1. What did he do the first time up? He grounded out. Okay. Houghton, pitcher on pitcher here. We get a 2 and a 3, and he pops this one up to the catcher. And so it's a foul out, right? Foul out 2. I usually call him a pop out, but I'll put a foul out for the heck of it. All right, 2 away to Davey Lopes. Davey Lopes is 0 for 2, and he struck out and lined out. Okay, I'm liking this now. Now I'm really liking this now. We have a 5 and a 4 for Davey Lopes. Off the J.R. Richards card, it's a ground ball, third base, X. So we got to check Howe down there. Howe at third base is a deuce. And a 2-7 down at third. Third base, 2-7. He is out. And that will retire the side. So, we're going to go to the 6th. It's still nothing here in Los Angeles. So these 79 cards are much different than the 79 cards that I had with the Brewers and the Orioles. So J.R. Richards is going to hit. Now, how many innings can he go? Oh, I'm going to check the J.R. Richards card. That would help, right? So he can go 8, and Houghton can go 8. And sometimes I'm very flexible with my fatigue. I really am. Not going to lie. All right, so I need to slide these up a little bit. Get them on the screen a little bit better. All right, so we got Richard hitting for himself, 6-9. And fly ball into center field. He made contact, but that'll be the first out of the inning. So we have Landstoy coming up. And Landstoy lined out and ground out. I'm loving that I found that. That is so awesome. I have to apologize to Mark. I do. Landstoy. Let's see what he does here. 1-9. Ground ball to second base, and Lopes gets it. Jeepers creepers. So these two teams, nobody wants to win this game. And now we have Reynolds rap, Craig Reynolds, coming up. And we have a 5-11, and this is going to be a ground ball down to the shortstop. Russell's a 3 and a 3-16 at short. 3-16 at short is an out with no runners on base. If there are no runners on base, that would be an out. And that does it. Up and down we go. So Richard comes back on the mound. And he'll be facing Bill Russell. Bill Russell 0 for 2. A line out and reached on an error. Okay. I'm liking that. Okay, I'm going to stop saying that now. But when I find stuff that excites me, I like that. All right. J.R. Richard to Russell. A 6-8. Strike him out. Strikeout number 5 of the game for J.R. Richard. And it's Steve Garvey coming up. Steven is 0 for 2 with a flyout and a ground out. We have a 2-8 for Garvey. Ground ball to third base to Howe. And boy, we just got nothing going on in this game, folks. This is old-time baseball, so some of you guys are probably loving this. Other guys like that other game today when we had grand slams and Storm and Gorman had 3 home runs. What can you do? Ron Say, he's got a walk and a flyout. I have a 5 and a 5. Oh, would have been a home run and a 1. But the fly ball into right field. So he goes opposite side. Leonard back deep in right field. And will make that catch. So it's the second time Say almost went the distance here. We continue on. We soldier on into the 7th of a scoreless game here at Dodger Stadium. We are in August, by the way, of this season. And that's where we are. Terry Poole, right? Yeah, Terry Poole, 3 and a 10. Pops this one out to second base. Is anybody going to get anything going here? We could be here all night. This is the curse of Jucket right here. Jose Cruz. I have a 3 and a 9. Struck him out on a 3-9. And that's strikeout number 2 for Hooten. Enos Cabell with 2 away. A 3 and a 7. That's a single, 1 to 14. We have an 18. That's a line out to the shortstop. Dun, dun, dun. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. Still absolutely no score here in Los Angeles. And it's Dusty Baker coming up. Dusty Baker struck out and grounded out in this game. So a lot of nothing for Dusty Baker. A 1-7. Oh, no. Dusty Baker gets a hold of this one, and it is gone. A 1-7 off the Dusty Baker card, and he sends this one deep, and it's 1-0 as he goes down the line in right field with an opposite field hit over the head of Leonard, and we finally have a score. Phew. So J.R. Richard pitching pretty well. It's only his 3rd hit, but Dusty Baker drops one over the fence. All righty, so it's going to be Joe Ferguson coming up. Not the quarterback of the Bills, but a different Joe Ferguson. And I got a 2 and a 6 for Ferguson. And he's going to get a walk. Uh-oh, all of a sudden, J.R. Richard is starting to unravel. Now, his stealing is E, so he's going nowhere. Now, we don't have anybody out. So we technically could try to bunt him over to try to get him in scoring position here. Yeah, let's try to bunt him over. So we're going to go with a sacrifice. So Yeager's going to try to sacrifice him over. Here we go. And I get a 6, and that's going to be batter is thrown up by third base and runners advance 1 base. Okay, so if I remember correctly, this was a sacrifice hit to third base. Right? Howell picks it up, goes to first, and Ferguson goes down to second. Okay. That's half the fun about this helper, is guessing the codes and getting them right. It's like a double win. It really is. So we have a man on second now. We have Darrell Thomas coming up. He's 1 for 2. He's got a single and a strikeout in this game. Richard to Thomas. A 2-3. And he walks him. So we got 2 men on base now here. Things are finally starting to happen. And it's going to be Bert Hooton coming up. Bert Hooton. A 1-7. Struck him out. So that's going to be strikeout number 6 for JR. And now there's 2 away. Davey Lopes. Davey Lopes. And Davey Lopes is 0 for 3. Strikeout, ground out, line out. So now we need a fly out to complete the cycle. 2 away, 2 on. 6-6. And single on a 1-2. Otherwise, it's a line drive down to third base. So we're going to be a line out down to 5, and that will end that. So they get the home run on Dusty Baker. So we do have a run in this game. And we go to the 8th. And Hooton can go 8. And he leads this one 1-0. A slim lead. Jeff Leonard coming up. 0 for 2. Fly out and a ground out. 4-9. That's going to be a walk. He's going to walk the man on. So, Leonard goes to first. He's got some speed. He's got some speed here. But Yeager's probably a good catcher, right? Catcher 1. Let me check my chart. Catcher 1. Oh, it's a -4. 1 to 11. Do we want a chance of 1 to 11 on a steal? No. I'm thinking no. But I will. Well, we got the pitcher coming up on the back end here. We need a run. What is Howe for bunting? He's a deep. We're not going to bunt. We're going to hit. We're just going to hit away. All right? Going to take a chance and hit away. A 5-5. Fly ball to right field. C. Everybody holds. So I should have bunted. So we got the man on base that we needed here for Houston, but it's not going well. Ashby is the last hope. 1-8. Ground ball third base A. That is a double play. What a way at the end of the inning. So ground ball 6-4-3. And the Astros go down, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. So Hooton might be done here. I'm not sure. Richards here in the 8th, so he can go 8. He's only given up a run here. It's only been the home run. So let's see here. Richard to Russell. 1-8. Popped it up to third base. And that's going to be out number 1. Boy, I haven't had a game like this in a while. I've had a lot of nothing going on. You know what I mean? But I guess it happens. Let me grab a drink here. Alrighty. Steve Garvey. And I got a 1 and a 4 for Garvey. Pops this one out to second. So are you telling me that the only run we're going to have in this game is a Dusty Baker home run? Really? This is such a boring game. Well, maybe, like I say, maybe. Do you guys like this? Let me know in the comments. Do you guys love these 1-0 games, or is this kind of boring? Let me know. Let me know what you think. I like a little bit more excitement than this. Say, he's almost hit 2 home runs, 2-8. It's going to be a ground ball to short, so Reynolds is going to scoop this one up. And that is that. So we're going to go to the top of the 9th. It is 1-0 for the Dodgers. And we're going to let Hooten go until anything bad happens. That's what we're going to do. So now we have the pitcher coming up, J.R. Richards. And so, no, we're going to have to pinch hit. So we're going to pinch hit for Richards. So J.R. Richard is done. So we will need a pitcher for him. And coming in to hit will be, who do I have here? I only got 6 players to choose from. Oh, Denny Walling wasn't bad. And World West Gamer says he likes these kind of games. Pesky Pole says he loves 1-0 games. JT 2.0 loves the pitchers' duels. Okay, as long as you guys are digging it. Walling is hitting .327. Do I have a Walling here? I do. So it's going to be Denny Walling is going to come in and pinch hit for the pitcher. And honestly, with Houston and LA, you expect this sort of thing? Oh, okay, interesting. All right, so Denny Walling is going to try to start things up here in the top of the 9th as J.R. Richard is done for the day. Here's the pitch to Walling from Hooten, a 2-12, and a line out to first base. So Walling hits it, but right at Garvey, and there's one away. So line out to first base, and Walling goes down. So now we have Landstoy coming up. And let's see what he can do. What has he done here? He's 0 for 3 today. Line out, ground out, and ground out. Do I bother substituting in for? No, he's the leadoff hitter. I don't want to sub for the leadoff hitter. Landstoy, a 2-8. And a triple 1-13 is going to be a single 14-20. Wow, almost had a triple on a 2-8. That's going to be a single. So we have a runner on. The tying runner is on base with 1 away, and Craig Reynolds' wrap comes up. Let's see what he can do against Hooten. So we said we were going to give Hooten a chance until something bad happened. Well, something bad just happened. So Hooten's coming out. So we're going to click over here and go to the pen. And who do we have for a rootin' tootin' hootin' here? So we have 8 guys that can pitch. What are their roles? Long rotation. We don't want any rotation guys. Who do I have that can pitch? Patterson. Jerry Roos is in the rotation. Sutcliffe. Sutton's in the rotation, I would think. Ken Brett can go. Charlie Huff is in the rotation, and Bob Welch. So I don't have too many people here to really choose from. I just have 2. I get Brett, Ken Brett, and Patterson. I don't know either one of them very well. We're gonna go with Patterson. All right, we're gonna go with Patterson here for the Dodgers. So Patterson will come in, and he will do the pitching here. Right? Did I do that correctly? No, that was all I had. I only had those pitchers there. They didn't have many relief pitchers there available. That's all I had for pitchers. So Patterson comes in with 1 away and a man on base. Ken Brett is fun. He can K guys. Okay, well, we're going to go Patterson. We'll see how he does. And then we'll bring in Brett. And hopefully we don't need any more than that. So Craig Reynolds, a 6 and a 5. Lined it out right at Garvey at first. And Landstoy dives back. So Patterson gets it done, right? A 6-5, right? Line out first base. Okay. So Terry Poole now is the last hope. Terry Poole. He's 0 for 3. Ground out, a fly out, and a put out, a pup out, put out. I don't know what a PU is. Like a poo-poo platter, I guess. Here it is. We're going to let Terry Poole here. We're not taking out Terry Poole. Here we go. The pitch. 6-11. Fly ball center field X. Uh-oh. So we got to check out Thomas out there in center field. Thomas is center field at 2. So it's hit the center field. Thomas racing over a 2-4 in center field. And he makes the catch. Ooh, that was almost an error. But a 2-4, he makes the catch, and that ends the game. Dun, dun, dun. So, Patterson comes in and gets the job done. And the final score is 1-0. Imagine that. So our player of the game is Dusty Baker, who hit the home run. And that's all that we had here, folks. It was just that one. So, what do we think? Dodgers with a win, right? 1-0. Pitchers duel, I guess. Yeah, well, there was, I think this had 8. I think there was only 8, and most of them in the rotation, so I only had a handful to choose from. And then I had to make sure that I had the cards for them, too, because I don't think you have every single player here in Strat. But so 2 different games today. We had a blowout in Storm Gorman Thomas hitting 3 home runs, including a grand slam, and then we had a 1-0 game. The only run was Dusty Baker with a home run. In fact, I don't even think we had anybody on third base the entire day. It was just kind of weird how it went. But it's fun, so I'm enjoying them. 1979, having some fun with the 79 cards, and we'll have more here. I need to get back to some of the other games I'm playing, but right now I'm enjoying Strat, so I'm kind of in the Strat mode. And 1911 is sitting right next to me here. I need to pull that out as well. And it looks like I'm off from work on Tuesday. So with no work on Tuesday, I could be doing a handful of games here and having some fun. I might even pull back the basics out and throw that into this project as well. So, hey, I'm Dave from Studio B. Thank you so much for tuning in here as we approach the witching hour. Hope you enjoyed the game. And thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch up with you later, and hope you have a good week. The weekend's just about over for some of you, so hopefully the week coming up will be good. And don't forget, March 25th, that's in 2 weeks, we're scheduled to have a Saturday night Hockey Bones chat with a couple of guests here on the channel. So if you want to talk some Hockey Bones, you got any questions about Hockey Bones, you want to learn it, you want to find out more about it, or if you just like it and want to talk some hockey, I'm sure they'll be talking hockey as well. So we get special guests on this one. One of them, I don't even think he's in the country, to tell you the truth. So that should be a fun night of talk there. So I'm Dave from Studio B. Again, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.